Hello everybody, this is History Gal, and I was playing my game and I downloaded a ton of new stuff because they had a huge sale yesterday and probably still today on Origin. So as I was going through and adding a lot of stuff to some of my houses, I stopped in on the Cambridges, and since I was here I thought I would go ahead and record a video to show you a house that I built from scratch, including the floor plan, sort of. The floor plans, when I build houses, I look them up on the internet and I find a floor plan that relates to what I'm going for. And for this house, I decided that they live in Kensington Palace in real life. And I didn't have the space or the time to give them Kensington Palace for real. But instead, I gave them a British brick house that looks like what they would live in if they were a typical upper middle class family, like they like to present themselves as. They live across the street from David Beckham and his wife, Posh Spice, the Ramsey family, and of course his brother and sister-in-law live right here. But this is their house. I thought I'd take you on a tour of it. It is a two-story house. It looks a lot like what I think of when I think of like the mid to upper middle class neighborhoods where they all kind of look the same, kind of ticky-tacky-ish. And I figure I'll take you inside, and this is the front door. I've put as many English cottagey accents as possible. There's a couple of pretty accents here, but all right, so here's the inside of my house, and I wonder if there's a way to show you this more easily. But when you walk into their house, there's lovely sculptures to welcome you. And then, of course, a nice open foyer that, you know, you can take your coat off, take a rest, enjoy your, you know, welcome home. Then immediately to the right is an office that they share because, of course, there's a lot of work to do when you are an ambassador to the world and you're trying to improve the world. So, of course, there's William's side and Kate's side, okay? Of course, everything's very posh in their house. So they have really modern furniture and, you know, vision boards for what they're working on, as well as some coffee and tea that they might need. So this is their stuff, and of course I've got it out where, like, you know, he's working on something, and then they've got, you know, shelves of what they need. I've decided, you know, maybe some of their kids' artwork could be there. And then immediately to your left is the formal dining room. This is where, you know, if his father decides to come over or if Harry comes over, this is where they're eating a lovely dinner. They are British royalty, so you might see a few paintings around that suggest that, but just quietly. Then you have your formal main living room, kind of the family room area. And there's a nice little bar, some big, pretty art that can, you know, show off some wealth, but quietly, country chic, all right? And there's some nice music available if Kate wants to play. Here's the breakfast, which, you know, it's modern, it's tasteful, it's updated. And then their kitchen is, of course, open concept to the rest of the chill space here. So all of this really flows. I want to use my hands, but I remember I can't. All of this really opens to each other. And then, of course, there's a large chef's kitchen so that, you know, anytime they're going to need to throw a major party here, they can do so. The guest bath downstairs, kind of an oceany, relaxed blue. And then, of course, it's Britain. So almost every one of the houses I have for my British neighborhoods have a solarium because it's rainy and cold outside so much. So this is their little solarium. There's some plants, you know. There's a Brooklyn fountain. And then there's, of course, they can play card games, or they could play darts, or they could read a book. So then they have a couple of outdoor patios back here. This one's just, you know, kind of like a sitting patio. It looks really nice at night. Let's show you that, okay? It's kind of like a romantic place, okay? But let's take you back, okay? Over here, they can have a barbecue, okay? And this is really an area for the kids to play. So there's a nice outdoor play space. There's gardening space if Kate wants to get to it. She hasn't. She's too busy. And then there's a toddler play space that I just added, which is why I decided to make this video. This is their nanny's apartment, and we'll come back to that. So that's the first floor, okay? So kind of like a normal floor plan. So you've got your dining room, your office, your main living room, your breakfast, your kitchen, and a bathroom. So it's kind of welcoming. And then the stairs take you upstairs. And I'll just show you this while we're up here. So there's a nice open stair area, I guess. And then there's their master suite, which I've got over here. Then there's their oldest child's room, which this is little George's room. This is Charlotte's room, and then this is Louis's room, and this is like the playroom for everyone to hang out. Each of the older kids has their own bathroom. I kind of felt like maybe little Louis would be okay with sharing a bathroom with his brother. But each of the rooms, so when you first walk upstairs, it's just like a nice, landing pad. There is a place for the dog. Here it's kind of like the dog's bedroom, I guess, basically. And then we'll take you to the master bedroom first. So the walls are kind of funny here, so I have to be careful. So theirs is kind of a red, like a love space, and all of this stuff had to be hand placed. That's why I'm showing you, okay? And then this is their, serene, open, welcome, get yourself sexy bedroom and bathroom here. And then here is little George's room. I usually make boys' rooms blue. I'm bad about that. And then this is Charlotte. Isn't it cute? Just where she can be a little princess with kind of a really princessy pink on the wall. This is a neutral green for everybody to go play. It's like the card game for kids. And I got this really cool woodeny bookshelf and wooden creatures on the walls and balls and creatures and science and all kinds of stuff. So then this is the nursery. So that's little baby Louie. The babies just stay in their little cribs in this. And of course here's a bed for someone to sleep if they're going to stay in here with them that night. And there's lots of trains and planes and automobiles, and I thought that was cute. So you got all that. A little mirror for him when he gets old enough, when he starts crawling around. And yeah, we'll switch that to a toddler room when he gets to be that age. And then, like I said, they do have a live-in nanny. So these are her quarters. And she lives with them, but she's separate. She's her own adult. So if she wants to have some friends over and just kind of chill, they have that for her. She's got this cute little kitchen, and it's kind of like a tiny house, but for her. And here's some art she's been working on, in her, her me time, because they do take care of their children. So I really wanted, they don't make her do everything. And then this is her upstairs, and she has a cute little office, and a cute little bedroom that is all very modern but relaxed. And here's her bathroom, and I just thought that was just lots of classic colors and soft feels, okay? And then, of course, there's a pool. I forgot to show you the pool, and you can kind of see the outline of their dope basement, because this is the Prince of England, and yes, they have a normal house, but, they're royalty, so they also have a basement that is huge and awesome. And so this is kind of like, because they can't just go out to the bar, and they can't just go to the movie theater. So they have to have their own movie theater. You know what I'm saying? It's not because they're selfish. It's because they want to be normal. And so here is their movie theater, since we're here. And at the back of the movie theater is kind of the VR space, where up to 4 people at a time can be playing VR. When you first come down the stairs, there's actually kind of like a bar and lounge area, kind of like a game room situation. And there's even a karaoke area. Here's the foosball. And then Kate has to stay fit. I mean, he does too. Everybody stays fit in this family. They're very fit. They really like to be active. So they have this big, awesome gym. And there's a dance floor for them to really practice their moves. There's plenty of workout equipment and weights, but still some fancy art because, you know, she loves art. I think she majored in art history. This is how I know we could get along. And so, and then of course there's a basketball court so they can play a full game with windows into the pool, which I just love doing. I think it looks really great. And of course, because there's this full gym and people, I mean, we might have a huge rager here. There's a pretty big bathroom, and every single stall has a toilet and a shower. And there's the girls, you know, pretty in pink, and the boys blue and bold. So that is everything. That's their house. I try to go as fast as I can. Hopefully Josh won't be too mad editing this for me, but I was kind of proud of it. I think it looks pretty cool, and I think that they would enjoy living here if they had to, but they get to live in a palace instead. So that's how that works. Have a great day.